Memorizing vocabulary is one of the worst ways you can ever build your confidence and expect to speak English fluently. Because show me anyone who spent years and years and years memorizing vocabulary and speaks English confidently. An Indonesian student joined us about a year ago and he said, I don't know why, but I'm learning English for such a long time. I focus on memorizing vocabulary, but I freeze up every time I speak, and I just don't know how to express myself, but I really want to make it to the UK and start studying there.
A year ago, I was kind of desperate with my English skill because I wanted to study in the UK, but my speaking skill wasn't that good at the time, and the way he helped me in improving my speaking skill.
Good news is he's already studying in the UK, and the only reason he was able to do that was because he focused on the following. He focused more on how well he knows the vocabulary that he already knew, so he could build up a lot more vocabulary and then express himself better. A couple of days ago, we had a class where we learned bring about a change. And then people were like, I've never heard the word change with this expression. And I'm like, okay, so let's explore change. Let's see different verbs to use with change. We can, for example, make changes in our house, or a country can undergo different changes. So anytime you see a new word or a new phrase, or even words that you already know, how they can interact with and can be used with other verbs, other adjectives, and other prepositions. When you learn them as whole units, which is what we focus on all the time in my classes, and you think about how to use them in a sentence, I always ask my students questions like, okay, so what change did your country recently undergo? Or adapt to change. How easy is it for people in your company to adapt to change? We also say resist change. So I could ask my students, what was a change that you resisted for a long time? You see yourself remembering a lot more vocabulary when you understand that sometimes the words you learn aren't going to be used in the same context, in the same way as you learned them. So exploring how one word is used in like 3-5 different contexts is going to help you speak a lot more fluently.